give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you, baby. All night, right? I'ma take you some love and sweet delicious. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you, baby. All night, right? I'ma take you some love and sweet delicious things. Only you, I'm so gifted. See, I'ma give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, she said her name like she famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Hey, that's how you waving off every. DeAja Marie.
Oh, she said her name. Go ahead, baby.
DeAja Marie.
Oh, she said her name like she famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Down the road. That's when I knew I had it. DeAja Marie.
Oh, she said her name like she famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Hey, that's how you
Hello, everybody. Welcome from her point of view talk show. It's good to see everyone. Okay. How's everybody doing? It's great to be back. We're here with From Her Point of View. I Said It Management. It's great to see everybody back. And we have our first featured guest. She is a celebrity radio personality, a life coach, and a youth outreach advocate. Her name is She Bananas.
Hey, Queens, how y'all feeling today? Thanks for
Hello, how you
having
doing?
me. I am
Hello.
doing amazing.
Yes.
Thanks
Yes.
for
All right.
thanks for having us. Thanks for coming to see us.
Well,
Thanks for
I ain't
being
have to
here.
come too far. I came right here to my car, but when I heard we were going to be talking about some relationships, I love that juicy stuff. You see this banana on top of my head. So I'm all for the shenanigans.
So you just letting them know how the length. It needs to be like this. If it don't meet this measurement, it's off.
I'm
Oh, hell
telling
no.
you.
I don't want all that. The
She
devil
giving
is
y'all
a
an
lie.
outline.
The devil
This
is
is
a
the
lie.
length
No.
requirement.
No.
You like it
Do
short
you
and
see
sweet?
that? Do you see that?
Yes.
Oh,
It's gold.
no. Yeah, you're going to be living your life like it's golden forever if you got somebody like this and they ever leave. Because the next one going to be half that size. In Houston, we got a problem.
I'm gonna
Woo!
think
I'm just
about it
All
saying.
like
right.
that from now on. I see.
I'm just saying.
So share with us your zodiac sign, Queen. What's your zodiac sign?
Well, I am a Libra. I am only the best zodiac sign ever to be
Ooh,
created.
she's claiming it. She's
Okay,
claiming it.
right.
You know,
What?
it's all about balance. Like
Yes.
with
Very
my
true.
sign, we balance. We add the balance to the universe, and I mean that in the most humblest way. I'm not being arrogant. I just think Libras are some dope ass individuals.
There we go. There we go. I
So
mean,
then what's
Trust
your
me, I
rising
had
sign?
45 years getting to know a Libra, and
So
I
then
think
what's your
she's.
rising sign or your moon sign? What's your rising, your moon, your year sign? What's that?
What is my rising sign? My moon sign is I don't know.
Oh, girl,
But
homework.
we got homework.
yeah,
That's
already.
homework.
Look,
We're
she's
gonna
like,
have to look
dang,
at it.
already.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have my moon sign before we get up off this show because maybe I need to know that, right?
Yes,
That's a good thing.
it
You know
makes
what?
a
Let me just
difference.
write down. Let me go ahead and get your birthday.
It is October 4th. You need my birth year too?
Look, you trying to tell her age
The
and
devil
stuff.
is a
Look.
lie. You know a woman never tells
Actually,
her age.
no, of course not. No, but this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look it up
I'm
right
thinking
now.
about
I
getting
got you.
into cougarism right about now, so I can't reveal my age and stuff,
Come
like for
through.
real.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
At
worth
least we gonna listen.
it.
Listen. You're fabulous to me, so I
I
don't
don't
know.
look like this. Everybody, I'll be forgetting. I'll be trying to talk like I'm old, but I'm up there. But I just look like this.
Up where? You up where, girl? You look like you about 22. Let me
Or
see.
18,
Look,
19,
you can
20.
tell
Let me
my
get a little
age because
closer.
if I zoom in like this, that mean look, them eyes ain't working, baby.
I'm gonna be 23 for the rest of my life because that was the best days of my life. So I'm gonna be 23 for the rest.
I'm with you there, Queen. I'm with you there, Queen.
Yes,
But yeah,
ma'am.
thanks for having me. I need y'all to do me a favor
What is that?
before we leave the show. I need y'all to say my name, okay? And I'm gonna
I
tell you
already
how it
did.
goes,
I
Banana.
passed
right?
the test.
When we close
But
this show out, I'm gonna need y'all to close it out like, "Is she bananas? Yeah."
okay. Okay. I
Okay.
got you.
Is she bananas? Yeah. Okay, I'll write that down.
Yeah.
I can't with you. I gotta write that down.
I feel good, girls. I feel good, queens.
I'm glad you feel great on the day that you're here with us. Well, I hope you feel great every day, but I'm glad you feel great with us as well because your energy is definitely coming through.
Okay, so
Well,
according to this,
Oh,
Queen,
she done
it
found
says
it.
that you must like your moon. The moon that is that your month has is Aries.
Oh,
So you
okay.
might have some Aries. That you feel me? And the
'Cause
funny
I'm an
thing is, I have a cusp moon sign between Libra and Virgo.
Ah.
Because you can have a cusp. Now, this is the full moon in October 2021. That's 2021. Now, it's possible that, but I'm thinking it's Aries for you. But we're going to find that out later. You said you wanted to find out before the end of the show.
I do.
Cross your
I do.
fingers.
I
Girls
do.
and cream.
Look, because I'm out here. You know, we on here. We're here to talk about relationships, and I'm looking for a relationship. I've been single for 2 years, y'all.
Okay.
2 years. That's a very long time for a person that's always been in a relationship. But I'm not, I'm not complaining because it has definitely been rewarding 2 years. You get what I'm saying?
Good. I have a confession to make before you
Self-discovery.
continue. I'm 18 years single.
Woo!
You 18 years single? How the hell you pull that one
Look,
up?
I'm steady looking like, how? I thought
Well,
I was
how'd you do
dying.
that?
That's only a year.
You know what? This is
I was like, what is going on with my life?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because remember that it's I have this saying, men are a bonus, not a necessity. And it doesn't mean that I never had a date. I'm just single. Because there's a difference between dating and courting. Courting is when you're going to marry the person. You have ideas that this is the person that you might spend the rest of your life with. So I want to court them to, see how that goes. Dating is like, oh, we're just having a good time, just going out, see, what if we want to even have.
Oh, wait. I need to go take this off my live. I mean, off my page, if that's the case, because y'all gonna ruin it. I've been actively dating, but these guys really think that there's a future in it. So,
like, where do you jump in and try to tell me what to do, but I can't tell you what to do?
You feel what I'm saying? So what is courting?
I thought we were just Like, I thought we were just dating. I thought we was having fun, hanging out, doing stuff.
Yes.
So when you start courting, is that when the sex starts?
Courting is you can still have sex even on a date. You
no.
can have sex on a date.
No.
Y'all sex mean that you're only dating?
When you
no,
not
all the time.
Go to the next level with that person, and you feel like you can cut everybody else off for that person, and it's about time to really
So now you're in a relationship. You're not just dating.
You don't have to be in a relationship yet. You're still at the point where
you're them out because you have to see the person through their worst times.
Yeah, like you still have that choice where you're not. I just feel like you're not. Of course, even with dating, you shouldn't be doing the person bogus or going behind their back or lying, things like that. Now, when you're dating, if you're being honest about it, you should be able to date whoever you want. But that does not come with having sex with every person that you want either.
No.
You still have that.
But why are we dating why are we having sex if the end goal is not a relationship?
Very
Can't
true.
we just date and have fun?
That's true.
I agree.
That's very true.
I agree. Yeah.
Sex is not.
It shouldn't
be the deciding factor, but in most, in most common, well, I won't say common, but in a lot of situations that not just only mine personally, but when you're only dating, you might be having sex, but you're still not making it more than what it is. If you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's like, that
no, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying because how do you have sex and not? No, I'm being serious though because I need pointers. How do you have sex with someone and not be emotionally connected?
Oh, okay. That's
I'm guilty. I've done that because if it's not good, girl.
Look, I just fell out my chair. I'm not gonna play with you. But yes, I'm telling you, like, you think men be thinking they be the only ones having one night stands? Like, I'm sorry, I could have been totally invested, but if that ain't there, I might have to. Then we'll be dating we'll just be dating and having fun. So now we're just friends.
I think that the communication is always important. You gotta be honest.
True.
If the guy says, "Hey, listen, I think you're beautiful. You're a wonderful woman. I love your personality. I just want to let you know that I'm kind of like I'm dating. I don't really know who I'm gonna set my where I'm at because and that could be just maybe his maturity level. Maybe his living arrangements. Maybe he's too far. Maybe God knows what. but for
living
whatever fine
arrangements,
reason,
girl.
he might, as long as people is open and honest,
Exactly.
then they know what to expect. It's better to know what to expect, like what's coming, than not know what's coming at you.
Thank you.
Man,
If I don't know what's coming,
I mean, I can understand that, but let's be totally honest. Like at the end of the day, if sleeping with you, like for a woman, let's speak from a woman's perspective. Whenever you're having relations, you know, with a man or, you know, what have you, they're going inside of you. Do you understand that? They're planting and leaving things inside of you. So here's my question. Why is it and how could it be so easy to allow someone to come inside you when they clearly said you're not good enough for longevity, but I do want to see what's to that monkey? You get what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, then you made up a good point, because some
Yes,
guys,
I'm like,
you can tell them, don't listen, put the rubber on, don't come in me now, you ain't got that privilege, because that's a privilege. You're gonna spread them seeds up in my wherever, you know. You just, no, you know, that's where the privileges come in, where, you know, if the guy is somebody who you really serious about, or if he's got the rubber and it's not that serious.
Well, Lily, honey, I'm not just talking about condoms and things like that. I'm
just
talking
period.
your spirit. Its soul ties are very, very real. And people leave that bad ass energy and negative ass vibe in you. Whoo! No, I don't get it.
That's
You
why
know? And
that's
so
why
can I ask you ladies a question?
Of course.
Because this is a big thing. Right? We're talking relationships. And I know it's your guys' show, but let's talk relationships. And you know, with it being 2022, right? And all the madness that's going on when it comes to relationships and the fact that sex is a big thing. Is it a big factor in deciding if you're gonna spend the rest of your life with someone? Or is that minute?
No,
I want to
it's
hear
very
from
important.
her perspective. Your perspective. Is that a big thing? Because for me, and I'll answer first, no, because in my brain, you can teach someone how to please you if they're not pleasing. You get what I'm saying?
And if they're
Uh,
that's true.
so, so from you guys' perspective, do you think that weighs a big percentage in why marriages fail? And is it one of the things that you guys
I gotta jump in
are
real
looking
quick.
for?
Hold on, Deja. I gotta jump in real quick, because sometimes you can't teach people anything. Sometimes people don't want to learn. And I know
they're
couples
willing
who've
to
been
learn.
married for years, and the wife will not be satisfied sexually because the man chooses, well, why do I have to please you now? We already got the kid. Why do I have to touch you? You disgust me. I don't want to touch you anymore. You know, you don't look the way you did when we first met. You know, you're asking for too much. I know that there's people that have been through this, and the first thing I said was, you know, you've got to leave. And they, you know, people have divorced because of that very thing. Because if the man's not willing to please his wife, and the wife is longing so much to be pleased, and she be like, listen, I'll hump a doorknob at this point because you ain't giving me nothing. And so,
Not the doorknob.
there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. And so,
Right, like you have to be able to really. It's two different types of questions, because honestly, in some circumstances, yes, it does. But I totally agree with also what Lily was just saying, because some people are not willing to be the person that you need them to be. But I definitely agree with what you're saying, because if you've Miss She Bananas, if you have found the person that you're supposed to spend your life with, they're supposed to be willing and able and capable to do what you need them to do to fulfill your life. So I would definitely say that yes, it does cause some type of turmoil, but no, because you should be able to teach them. So I'm on the fence with that. It's like, not to say that sex is everything, just like looks aren't everything, because looks are gonna fade. People are gonna change. Things are gonna differ.
And so is your capability when it comes to sex. Them knees don't work the way they used to work. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
That spot he used to hit, and it got used to it, so it ain't the same no more. So you gotta find another spot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Neo said. Come on now, Neo said that lazy love is the best love. Stop playing.
As long as you putting that passion in there, you can be lazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
And I'm glad you said that, because for me, and this is what I tell people all the time, and maybe it's just me, and I've literally been trying to explore it lately, right? Well, not lately, but not too long ago or something. Somewhere in there, right? So here's the thing. I truly believe orgasms are a mental thing. It's all mental. I don't think it's penetration per se.
That is very
it's the thought, because in your head you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? And the more you talk, the more aroused you get. The more he talk, the more aroused you get, right? And that's when all the that good feeling start coming over. You get what I'm saying?
That makes you feel a different way. It could be.
It's a penis.
Look, I'm like, it could be the same size, the same everything, everything you want, but not from the right person, and you're not gonna feel that. Because it's a mental thing.
You can't prescribe.
Because I know I didn't seen a penis before, and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And then you be disappointed. Like, oh, why did I do that?
In there.
Now we still ended up in a relationship, but shit, I was stuck with it. But I taught him how to please me. No, seriously though, I did. I taught him how to please me, and then I was offended because he went out and bought a goddamn thing and put it on the bed one day, like.
At least you're a real person. Because nowadays everybody want to be poly, acting like, oh, I want you and so no. How about this is not? We don't do that around here. I don't know what you got going on.
Which goes into a whole nother ballpark. Because
let me say that I'm not disrespecting, but it's not going to happen in my household. I know that.
But here's the thing. Let's talk about it, because it is a big thing. You see it everywhere. Everybody, and I think our ancestors kind of like set the tone. You get what I'm saying? Our grandmothers and great grandmothers kind of like set the tone with, oh, it's okay to have for their husband to have a whole nother family. Not necessarily it's okay, but sticking it out with them through it. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's why I developed for a long time. I'm a preacher of love. I love love. I love being in love, and I'm pro relationships. And so for a long time, I would tell people, and I believed it with myself, true love, and I still believe it in a certain sense, is loving someone flaws and all, right? Yeah, but disrespect should never be on the table. You get what I'm saying? When you step outside of our family, for me, nigga, you can't smoke a blunt, you can't buy a drink, you can't do anything because you're taken away from our household. Every time you go out and date this other woman, you got to spend some money out of our household. And baby, I got a problem with that. I got a whole problem with that.
Preach, girl. Now, real quick, how can we show you support? How can we show you support, Queen? How do we show you support?
Well, you can catch me on my show. I have a radio show, The Afternoon Kickback. Well, actually, I'm revamping it right now. It's going to be changing. The new name is going to be called Kicking Back the Chit Chat, because I'm going to a different time frame. So it's going to be like 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. So I got to change the name because it ain't afternoon vibes no more. But you can find me on The Afternoon Kickback or on my page, Shibana, CHIBANANA. S. You can also follow me on the Address the Culture Network. I do a podcast every Friday at 7 p.m. Um, entitled This Week in the Culture with Big Wall and my boy KL, where we talk about different things in the culture. A lot of people, when you hear This Week in the Culture, people automatically affiliated with you know, a black movement. It is a black movement, but it's culture, period. You get what I'm saying? Anything
Yep.
cultural. So race is not on the table. We stream on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Hip Hop TV, Just FM in Canada. My show is moving to mainstream radio. You can also catch it on my Radio Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I got a lot of different
congratulations,
things
queen.
going on. Another thing, I am an outreach advocate for the youth. So I teach podcasting. I also help teach movie boot camp, and that starts the last week in June. So if you got children from the ages of 7 to 17 that is interested in learning robotics, how to build a robot from beginning to end, how to create a movie from beginning to end, they're opinionated, they want to create a podcast. I
My
am the
nieces
person
will
to
be
connect
there.
with. Yes,
My sister
you
is
can.
steady on my butt, talking about I got to get them into something, and my little niece is a whole diva. That is
Yeah,
amazing. I will definitely have her there. She is
but this
me in a little person's body, like I'm telling you. Like if
yeah,
you
yeah,
ever
me.
thought somebody got reincarnated, I got reincarnated and I ain't even gone yet. But this is
How old is your niece?
she is 5 or 4. She'll be 4. Look, there's so many of them I forgot, but yes, her name is
That's a
Esther
beautiful
Lou.
thing.
She will
Oh,
definitely be coming to see you soon because she got too much
come on,
personality in this
we
world.
here for all the kids. Like this is a really really great program. I really love the movie boot camp program because it teaches them how to create a movie. Like they have creative control over the whole movie, right? From the start to beginning, from picking the name to editing to acting to every aspect of it. The only thing is the movie has to be based on violence prevention. So resolution, conflict resolution, should I say. And I think that's really big because
That's
our youth
amazing
are
platform.
definitely at risk. So they're learning creative skills on top of expressing some of their everyday lives and how very impactful it is.
And how to
So
deal with it and
yeah,
overcome it
so
because
That's
sometimes
good.
bottling those emotions are not
that's me. I'm
well
like,
not sometimes all the times bottling those emotions are not the best for you, and it's nice to have an outlet, especially in the communities we live in now, because a lot of people don't like growing up. Luckily I had like an amazing support system and things like that, but a lot of my friends and a lot of people I care about so deeply, like they never had anybody show them certain things that they're supposed to know in life, or they have so many walls built or
hmm
issues that they're going through that they don't know how to deal with. Like mental illness, for one, is one of the biggest things. A lot of my friends and family don't know how to deal with it. So it's nice to be able to have that outlet because
girl,
I act myself, and acting
send them
gives
to
me
me.
an
Send
opportunity.
them to me.
I'm definitely going to. I'm definitely going to.
Like
Believe
real
me.
spill. I'm big on mental health. I know you guys don't know me, but since you talked upon it, we're gonna talk about we're talking relationships from our
Yes.
point of view. So mental health is a big thing, and like with these programs, this is one of the things because we do have mental health counseling as well. Well, they have to do a mental health meeting, group meeting every morning in the program, just so we can make sure they're here. But for
Yeah.
me,
It makes a difference
um,
in
it
relationships.
does. It really, really
All
does.
relationships in life. My last, we'll get there one day, but
Yeah, just having somebody to talk to. I don't think we understand how very important it is to just be a vessel. And sometimes, while we're talking about the youth and relationships, one thing I want to say is we have to build better relationships with the
Yes.
youth
Yes,
because they
ma'am.
are our predecessors. We often sit and we're quick to condemn somebody off their past mistake. Well, we're sinners. We're all sinners. You get what I'm saying? And we're all capable of change, right?
Yes,
One
ma'am.
thing we do is we shun them off. We instantly think that, oh, there's no saving this person. And being who I am, I drive Uber. Like I say, I'm big in on mental health and talking to the youth and everything. And what I've learned that 9 out of 10 youth that I talk to actually are looking for discipline. They're looking
Yes, thank you.
to
Yeah.
just know that they
Somebody
matter.
cares. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
matter. That's like the biggest thing. And
Important
so
thing.
when you
Exactly.
get up in this back seat, you see this back seat back here. When you get up in here, the first thing I say is, "Happy day, king or queen."
There
I
you
address
go.
them
I
as
love it.
royalty. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How was your day? Not no, I say how you feeling. Then I say how was your day because it's two different things.
Yes.
I want to know
Very
how you feeling, and I want to know how your day going.
Because my day, I could have made my day great, but I could feel like you would not. That's why I'm telling you. That's why my whole attitude, because you would never know how my day really was going.
Oh my God, I love your shirt. It's Snoopy. Sorry, I look at
It was a Snoopy kind of day.
Yeah.
I got hot. I was like, let me. I was gonna get a little cuter for y'all, but I was like, let me bring out some.
Girl, you chillax. We chilling. I'm in my car. Y'all in y'all stools. I'm waiting on the lake. I'm waiting on the sunset.
Because people that really know me for real life, I'm always in my car. I'm telling you. So I told you already. I'm loving the vibes, and I love
Thank
your
you so
dream
much
catcher.
for tuning in, everybody.
The dream catcher.
Talk show.
We're
Thank
gonna
you
be
so
right
much.
back.
Banana.
So great. Talk to you soon. Make sure if you want to be a special guest too, you go to the email from her point of view at AOL.com. Also, if you would like to sponsor the show, you can use the same email from her point of view at AOL.com. Thanks again to I Said It Management for having us.
Welcome back, everybody. How you doing?
Hello.
From her point of view, and we have She Bananas.
It's she banana, she banana, she banana. Yeah. Look, I had to disconnect the penis because I'm done talking about them.
It was blocking them angles, huh?
Yeah, look. But yeah,
It look good on you still. It still look good on your head. Look like a crown. It didn't just look like a banana. I kept getting it mistaken for a golden tiara.
Yes.
I felt like it looked like a ding-a-ling, jing-a-ling, ding-a-ling, jing-a-ling. No,
it's not what you think.
We know what it is. We know what it is.
With some lemon poppy seeds, because she said it looked like corn.
Right, I'm steady looking like it definitely could. It definitely
if you look at it, look like corn.
The Mexican corn, elotes. Is that how you say elotes? That's my favorite.
It is mine.
And you know they sell things that look just like that in Mexico. I'm not Mexican, but that I just know that they sell it. I saw what's that called? Nacho Libre. The movie was funny.
Oh yes, that's hilarious. Did you make this yourself?
No, I actually had someone make it for me.
Oh, okay. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely can tell it's handcrafted.
Love handmade stuff. I love
it.
I did a great job. I said that.
I wish I could say my car. I got crafted jean jackets and everything in here. Like everything about me is fashionista. Like it has to make a statement, right?
There you
And
go.
you,
Yeah.
as you can see, you say you like the dream catcher. Like
Yes.
my car is called She Bananas Comfort Car. It's broidered up here. You get what I'm saying? Because every time you get up in here, you in for a comfort ride.
There you go. I love
And
it.
so that's me in a vessel, you
That's
know.
amazing.
I'm just a person trying to add comfort to a little bit more comfort to the world. Call me Chicago Charmin.
No, there you go. That's cute. Because
Yeah.
they actually at work, they asked me the other day, like to verify that we read our emails. They always ask us some question, either at the beginning,
Mhm.
in the middle, or at the end. And they said, "What brings joy to your life? Something that you do every day that brings joy to your life." And I said, making sure that other people have a happy day. And everybody was messaging me back like, "That was so cute," and like, that's just me in a nutshell. Like I literally go outside. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go outside and try to make somebody else smile, and it'll make me
I
happy.
love that. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, so it makes sense, Queen. It does. And like
That's so
it
funny
makes
though. Everybody like makes it like I'm so terrible. Like I'm such a bad sign. I know I'm tough to deal with sometimes,
no,
but I'm
but
amazing.
But the fact that you said what you said, and you know, at the beginning we were talking about moon sign, you being
Yeah.
my moon sign. So I people don't understand me, and my kids really, really hate it. And I say this all the time, every time I interview, because I love life. I love human life. I don't care who you are, you know,
Yeah.
what you've done, where you've been. I love you. You get what I'm saying? I'm more connected to my kids, but I love everybody genuinely the same. I do, you know,
I
wholeheartedly.
get hurt so much
And
all the
so
time because I have a big heart. Because I just love people. Like I just said, I literally go outside to make other people happy. I love people to death. So
And
I
so,
felt
what do you do to replenish yourself? Because people always say to me, like, they don't understand it, that my profound joy in life is giving others joy. That is really my profound joy. So, my therapist told me the other day, she says, well, it's okay to pour into you. Like it's okay to just not give. Like you have to think about you, because if you constantly pouring into others, who's replenishing you? Well, for me, my cup is refilled every time I bring joy. You get what
yes,
I'm saying?
that's what
Like
I be
I'm
saying.
pouring
And
Oh,
from
people
my
that's
cup,
so
but
good.
I'm
I
pouring back
already
into
did
you.
it. Yes,
Good
ma'am. I already did it for myself. I brought the joy that
Yeah.
I needed. Even though a lot of times, like I said, I get hurt. But when I do things for people, it wasn't hurting at the time. I had the time of my
Mhm.
life. That smile they had, or that second glance that they gave me, or that just I'm an empath too, so I feel feelings. Even if you can't explain your emotions, if you can't tell
Mhm.
me how happy you just was, me knowing that I made you a little bit happier, that's all that matters. Like honestly, and like I don't,
Well,
and
I love you,
I have to.
darling.
I love you too. I have to stop beating myself up for it though, because sometimes I get so frustrated because sometimes we run into people that, yes, it is hard. Sometimes I want
No,
somebody to
kick
just
your
be
own
that
ass. It's
nice
okay.
person.
Girl, you
I
kick
think what
your
it is
own ass.
that they make a person feel like, even though that you are an empath, because I'm an empath too, that where you could just pick up on somebody else's feelings and emotions without them even speaking, somehow, shape, or form, you still get called out as though you are conceited. You're this. I'm like, if I
Or
was
you're
such a
doing too
conceited
much.
person, I wouldn't
Like,
give a damn. Excuse my
yeah.
language. I wouldn't give a darn hoot and hollering about your emotions and what you were feeling at this moment. But because I care a hoot and hollering, I'm going to come over here and do something on your behalf so that you're not sad no more, pissed off no more, or you just
Mhm.
confused.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I'm
agree.
taking the initiative to break stuff down so that we can find that common ground and we don't have miscommunication.
Sometimes it is
Oh, but
selfish.
I'm still that.
Yep.
It's because you's a
Yep.
hater and you a low vibration. Get yourself some grounding, build up, and then come see me.
Yep. That's so true. Because I was gonna say it
Well,
is.
sometimes,
Sometimes it's
Lily, you
selfish.
have to be that light for them. You know, sometimes people are in such a dark space that they can't find the light. And that's why you're such an empath. I think when you have those people and those type of relationships are formed, even if they're like considered horrible people in other people's eyes, the reason why you cross that path is to help to A, shine your light, or B, help them find their own light. You get what I'm saying? Through the madness so they can get right back on path.
And sometimes you gotta let people fall because you could spend 18 years trying to be that light, and that person took you for granted for 18 years.
Girl,
And next thing
I
you
know.
know,
And
I've
look, I'm
been there,
like, that's
done
why
that.
I love her
Let me tell
because
you,
I
I
was
had to
over
say
here all
goodbye
with
to
you, like, oh
a
yeah, love and
friend
peace. And
of
then she reminded
18
me, like,
years.
sometimes you can't do it
18
forever.
years. I had to let go of a friend for 18 years. And that's because some people, their life is so chaotic that they have to cross lines with you. And when it has to do with them coming to your daughter or your family members, whoever that may be, and trying to hurt you, then it's one thing to try to be a light in other people's lives. It's another thing, you got to walk from people. You cannot risk your life, your safety, just because you want to be a light in someone's life. You got to know when to just, you know what, that person needs some darkness. They need to see what the difference between when I leave their life and then when I was in it. When they won't know that I was the light in their life unless they see me out of it. You took me for granted. Now you have to see me out of your life. You will see the difference between me in your life and me out your life.
I need to
And
get
only
better at
then,
doing that one.
and some people still
Man,
won't do it, won't admit, because what happens is they know they did wrong, but they do not want to admit it and own that, and they like to
Mm,
play victim, and that's a narcissistic mindset, which
it
also
is.
has to do with the health, the mentality, which is what you was talking about earlier about somebody's mental health. There's a lot of narcissistic individuals out in the world that will not own the true nature of like their imperfections. Like, they can have an addiction, or they can have they can be abusive towards a loved one, whether it be their wife. From her point of view, I'm gonna speak only from the women's side. When a woman notices that a man is narcissistic and will not give her nothing, and everything is her fault, and he won't even budge to even go to counseling, try to make it work. Oh, but nothing's wrong with me. I don't need to go to therapy or counseling. You can't get anywhere and develop it because he will not acknowledge that he's at fault for something, that he's messing up, whether that is in the communication or the bedroom or all of it, or even raising their children. Oh,
Well,
you're not a good father.
let's be fair though. Like, um, we throw the term narcissistic around quite often. You
yes.
get what I'm saying? It's kind
True.
of like the thought word, right? Thoughts, narcissistic, all that just could be thrown around. Well, I don't think most people that we consider narcissistic are probably not narcissistic. They were never taught how to take accountability. If you were never taught accountability or responsibility, how can you take it? You get what
Or
I'm saying?
yes,
So,
very
and
true.
that goes again with a teachable moment. So for me, even when people are refusing things, I think sometimes you have to just keep reiterating it. You move different every time you reiterate it for them to get it. You
I
get what
hear
I'm saying?
so
And
crazy. I
something,
hear everything you're saying because I go through it with my own father on a
yeah.
daily basis. I'm such an emotional person, and he doesn't get how to love me. Like, all I need you to do is just, yes, he loves me. He's there for me and stuff, but he doesn't really get and understand me. Like, I can go to him crying and he'll freak out because he doesn't understand, because he never had that love from his, even though it's a female and a father relationship, he never had that from his father. His father passed away before he was like 2 or 3 years old, and he never really had that from his own mother. So how do you give something to someone that you don't know how to give? or something that you've never even seen. Sometimes some people have never seen the love that I can give, or the love that people that I know, like other people I know around me that can give love to other people.
Isn't
But
that sad?
I've never seen that. Yes. And it's
Isn't
crazy.
that
Or
It's
yes,
That's sad.
or
Because whatever
the
happens
fact,
to having your own mind, even though something wasn't taught to somebody, don't they want better for their children? So it's like
yes.
people can't,
But it's a
and at the
hard
same
thing
time,
to
remember
learn.
what I said. You cannot
but
diagnose
here's the
every
thing,
relationship the same way.
Lily,
What's up?
even with wanting to do better, you know what I mean, because you've been through it. I think we fear the unknown. We fear failure, and so the say, okay, I'm an absent father, and I want to take this active step because I've been away from my children, but I know my patterns. I know my lifestyle. So it's easy for me to dive in, but then my life will get so busy that a person will feel as if I'm neglecting them or negating them again, right? So where does that leave you? That leaves you
Right.
to get beat up and fear of being beat up and turmoil when you really, life just happens. And so, like, one of the things that I like to say is life just get busy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think for everybody, any type of relationship is all trial and error. You know,
Very
just
true.
put your best foot forward. You get
There's
what I'm
no
saying?
handbook to none
Take
of
something from it.
True or false,
Yes,
ladies?
take
True or
some.
false? True or false, ladies? I gotta ask my queens this question. True or false? With
Yes.
everything considered, you cannot diagnose every situation the same way. True or false?
Very true.
There you go.
Very true. Never, ever. Because at the end of the day, you can't diagnose every situation the same for one point, because every person on this planet is different. And when you have a situation, you usually have it with one or two people. And unless you're having a situation with God, then that's what y'all go through yourself. But typically,
And you know how people always, you know how people always be like, I know exactly what you mean. I went through that exact. We can never go through the exact same thing.
Don't worry,
Never.
it don't happen.
There's
It don't happen.
always at least one different factor, whether it's the weather outside, whether it's the height, whether it's the tone. You get what I'm saying? Like,
At the
we
end of the
never
day,
go
none
through
of my
this.
friends, I love all my friends to death. Every friend I have, they know who they are. They know they're my besties. I love them. None of them have the same heart as me. None of them will ever have the same heart as me. Because one thing God gave me is the biggest heart. I won't say than anybody on this planet, but like, that's one thing I have. I have,
Yeah,
like,
because
one
man,
of
you
my
gonna fight
gifts
for that
is
spot.
that.
I think
One of
I'm
my
going in the
gifts
Guinness
is
Book of
that.
World Records for the biggest
My
heart,
heart in
baby.
this mouth. My heart and these words that come out of this mouth. Let me not let it get.
Girl, I love you.
You
I'm
know
so
what?
glad
I
I'm here.
everything considered, that we probably all, three of us, because I'm gonna defend all three of us on this one. We all came from that part of the Almighty's body, but even though there's no physical body, that we came from that section that would be considered the heart, and we came closest right there, which is why we do pick up on those energies, whether this somebody, and those energies, when we pick up on it, is so to protect us, so that somebody don't hurt us, or so that we can help them. Whichever way it fluctuates, it just depends on
I
what
wish I would get better at the
spirit is.
ways that so people don't hurt me, because I'm always worried about helping somebody, and I always go left and go which way is I'm supposed to go, because I want to go the right way. I'm tired.
I got a question for you, Bananas. Did you ever find yourself asking a man how he was doing more often than he asked you?
Woo!
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna sip my tea.
Every
Yes.
time?
I mean, quite often, because I don't know, because I got this new
They
guy that
wasn't
I'm
born
dating.
from close enough to the heart. That's
No,
all. I'm just
like I say, like a lot of people are just not used to, especially men men are not very attentive. You get what I'm saying? You
You're not
have
used to being able to
the
express
the,
their
the
feelings.
few that are attentive. But I have this one guy that I'm dating, right? And
Oh,
I must admit, like, I am so thankful to my ex. I am, because my
Next.
ex, he raised the bar. You get what I'm saying? So
No.
I set it clear on the table. And like, if you want to date me, I only require four things. That is for you to be yourself, say what you mean what you say, and do what you say.
ooh,
That's
okay.
it. You get what I'm saying? Because
Every day.
if you do all that, then we cut out the bull stuff. Because I'm very vocal now. If you do something I don't like, you don't get to treat me like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't do the silent treatment no more. You know, I set the standard. I set the tone. So
Good.
every day he calls. And he'd be like, "Is it okay for me to check on you? Is it okay for me to ask how you doing? Is it okay for me to bring you lunch? Is it okay for me to bring you flowers?" Like, this is the type of stuff that's going. I cannot make this up. Like, he's so dreamy. Like, I'm waiting
What's
on
your
a red
zodiac
damn
sign?
flag. I'm looking for a red flag. Like, okay, come on. Like, you gotta have a red flag somewhere, you know? And he'd be like, "My job is to chase you. You are my priority." When he talk about his future, it's me. Like, it's always us or we. It's never I.
There you
We've only
go.
been dating 2 months. You get what I'm saying? So I do think you can find that person that always cares about how you're feeling, you know? But
Right.
they are rare. They
Yeah.
are rare because we live in a society where we are so self-consumed.
And I won't be so men bashing either, because I can say that at the end of the day, it's not about just that. You can show things, you can do things. There's other ways that you can make sure that I'm okay throughout the day, or check on me on a daily basis, or make sure that I'm feeling love. There's not everybody has to do it by making sure we're okay physically, like texting all day or doing this all day. Like, you can do something without me, like send flowers, for instance. It doesn't have to be like a
You took it out of my head, Deja. You took it out of my head.
look. I'm trying to get it together because I know what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't always have to be the what men would feel like constant nagging, or I mean what women would feel like constant nagging, or what, oh, I needed your attention for this and that. You can just make me feel special today, or make
Right.
me feel, even a picture. Like, that's one thing I used to hate in my last relationship. Like, I'm a model, and every time I would want like a picture, or to feel pretty, he would like get an attitude. So now, why do I want you to take a picture? Why would I even care anymore? Over like the
He didn't like you being beautiful. Oh, he was worried. There was some real insecurity issues. He like,
Well, Deja, I've seen your pictures. If I was the man, I'd be worried.
look, but what's crazy is, like, earlier in the conversations we talked about, like, when you're in a relationship, one of the things that people look for is for you to keep that same look. They don't like when you look different from when you first got together. But here's a clear
I've been a model my
example
whole life,
of,
so get used to it. Look,
yeah. Come on now, girl.
you
Stretch
said it's a
yourself.
clear example.
You better be like, pose. That's what you need to tell your next relationship. If you ain't ready to,
I'm telling you.
Why can't he make it something sexy and just take the picture for you and say, "Baby, lift that leg up"?
Thank you.
you're right.
Why couldn't I find a man like you? 4
Like,
years
baby,
to
you
6
dropped
years ago?
something.
Like,
You know?
7, 8
Pick
years
that up
ago, maybe.
sexy for me, you know.
Right. Like, I can't wait till we get home tonight, baby, because what I'm gonna do to you. Like, easy. All you had to do was
Yeah,
make me feel
foreplay.
good.
Yes, flirtation.
Okay. Like we said, it happened for a reason, because now I got room for who's really supposed to be there.
That's right.
That part.
Both y'all do.
Talking about both y'all. She shot her baby. Talking you do too. Why you trying to talk, Miss Lily? Both us
I don't know
do.
what you're talking about,
Me and
Deja.
you got one.
I don't know what you're
Lily,
talking about, Deja.
Lily, we know you got a cat in the bag that you hiding over there, child.
Right. You could just see
You,
it all over
you
her
just
face.
You know, I
said
got emails.
you was sitting on it and you had to keep it nice and
Like them panties with the remote. She was like, oh,
I got
what's
8.
happening?
I got 8 kitty cats. 8 kitty cats. And I don't have my dog no more.
I need to
But I
get
got
like
8 kitty
you.
cats.
Took one
I'm
off
gonna
in
have
the
some
corner for a
fish.
little bit.
that means you got a name for each one of them.
You got a lot of
Oh my goodness.
man.
I got it's
You
Pepper,
got everything you need.
Adriel, it's Chi-Chi, Samuel.
Now you can't call her Chi-Chi. That's my name, my nigga. My nigga, you gotta find another name. Nigga, you gotta find
You
another
said
name.
you gotta find a new name.
You gotta find a new name, bro. New name.
We call her the Chi. You
Oh.
know? Yes, yes. There's Belle. She's the most docile black cat you will ever meet. She's
You know what? I
like
cannot.
Guess what? I think she's an
like
Aries.
Oh,
I think she's an Aries. Oh, that's why she is my baby.
it's okay. You're amazing.
Y'all are amazing.
Thank you. Sorry,
You're
you
my
queen.
babies.
Both of y'all queens. Man,
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's been a fight to live this life. It was
Yeah.
so amazing being here with you both today.
It is. It's been
so,
fabulous.
so great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queens, again for having me and allowing me to kick back some chit chat on some relationships.
I feel like we vibed so well. This is great. I had
Thank
a
you
great
for blessing
time
us with
meeting
your
you.
presence. Thank you.
Yes.
Everything. Yeah. Deja, you awesome. Miss Chi, you awesome.
Baby.
Miss wait. Is she bananas? Yeah.
It's bananas.
I'm for it. Everybody do it like that. Like they'll get it right the first time, and then it's always yeah, or yay.
Oh, how do we do the yeah, real quick?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bananas. Yeah.
Yeah.
We bananas. Yeah. Look.
All right. This is from her point of view. Thank you. Sponsored by I Said It Management. Tune in next time. Love y'all.
Please go to the email if you want to be guests or sponsors from her point of view at AOL.com. Very easy. Can't wait to see you guys in 2 weeks.
And follow me at CHIBANANAS on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. The afternoon kickback.
Thank you so much.
Get it.
Yeah. Let me give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you all night, right? I'ma take you some love and sweet delicious. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you all night, right? I'ma take you some love and sweet delicious. Taste only you, I'm so gifted. Let me give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah.
And these are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of MIA Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimi Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenisialex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at lilyb.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.